Hi everyone, it's Wendy. I'm back again. I promised you a second one. I may actually, this is going to be the second one I'm doing. I may do another video today, but I won't put it up for a couple days. Now, since these boxes all look the same, what I have done is on the corner I've written the videos, the opening and the date I did it, and then I will go back and do the kit and I will link it to this video. I haven't decided on the first one I did yet, which kit I'm doing. I think this was last month's, which would make it January's. I haven't received March yet. As soon as I receive March. Now again, this is my craft club. It is a monthly subscription. Depending upon how much you want in there, it can range from about $50 to $62, but that includes shipping. There is always at least 5 kits in here, and I know with mine I get 2 diamond paintings each month, and I still have to work on them. Okay, so I think this is January's, so let's see what's in here. Okay, you see the 2 diamond paintings. I'm not going to open these to show these because I did it in the last one, but you can see there's the picture of what the painting will look like. Remember, this includes all the shell or all the diamonds that you need, and they do include the kit to do the painting with. Here's this one's a really nice seashore. Let's show it like that. I like that one. See, 30 by 40. I think most of them are 30 by 40. Yeah. So that makes it about, what is 30 divided by 40? Or 2.5. I know that's 15. So it's probably about 14 by 16 inches, roughly. Okay. They always include this note. And here, in this one, we have a Celestial Mandala Diamond Mirror. Ooh. Sea Urchin Lamp. Meow Pom Pom Keyring. Huh, so there's actually 3 things in here that might be good to show how to do. So it talks about not the diamond paintings per se, because you get those in every kit. It talks about the 3 other ones. Now remember, as I said before, I think the value is $85. And these diamond painting kits, with the size that they are, they're probably about $20 or $30, depending upon the number of colors they have in them. These both have 36. So you're talking about $40 right there in those 2 diamond paintings. Make sure I'm still running. Okay. So let's see what we got going on here. Here is the kit for the diamond paintings. Again, it has the wax, the tray, the pen, and the tweezers, which again I remind you are very sharp. Do not ask how I know that. All right. So we're going to look at this one first, which is the Meow Pom Pom Keyring. It's actually kind of cute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set these other 2 kits to the side so I can use the box so I don't lose anything. I've got one of these boxes that I had opened up one of the kits and it dropped. I think I got everything in there, but it's fine. Okay, so basically what this is written instructions on how to create the project. It shows you all the supplies you have. And on the back here is a QR code for the video guide. So all of these have videos, except for the diamond paintings, I think. They might. Okay. So in this kit, see what we got. Okay, this is a needle punch. Yeah, and I know that because of this tool here. It's a needle punch. And this is the guiding wire or the threading wire for your put your yarn through. Here is your fabric, and this actually looks like cross stitch fabric. But anyways, as you can see, you have your design printed. So you're not on this side and trying to go, okay, I gotta do this shape. No, you have the shape in here. So this is that. This looks to be the batting or the backing. Then you have all your yarns. You have two different pinks, a gray, a tan, a white, and a little bit of green. Okay. You have your hoop. Now this is not a wooden hoop. This is a plastic hoop. I do know they make special hoops or holders if you want to do larger needle punch. But this one, as you can see, it has a groove that your hoop will fit inside to. Just make sure you loosen it all the way up. And whatever you do, do not lose that screw. But in general, you will center your design over the hoop. You'll take this part of the hoop, put it over, and make sure it fits into the channel. When I do the actual kit itself, I will do it better because this needs to be up more. But this is in general, and then you tighten. I'm going to take this out because I will not be leaving it in there. If you do, as you can see right here on this fabric, just that little bit of time, you see the marking from the hoop. If you leave it out of the hoop, it should relax. If it doesn't, turn it over, lightly spray it, lightly run an iron over it. Fine. This is the padding, the backing. I'll put this back together because I don't want to lose that screw. Okay. And then we have some little tiny pom-poms. We have the eyes. I think there's two of them in there. Okay, the eyes are not what kind of eyes you use on amigurumi. They're just flat back, and they tape on. You have your ring with the star and a bell. And this is why I do this in the box. Oh, what is this too? Hold on, I'm going to look at something. Because I got a little... Oh, I bet you this is for his nose. So let me look at this. Yes, this piece here is your backing. Again, you got to use hot glue. Yes, that little pink part I was worried about, that is for his nose. You also do it on the star. Okay. It's cute. Let's put it that way. It's cute. So let's put this one back in. In case you heard my cat meowing, that's because my husband came up and she wants him to give her treats. I'm very surprised she hasn't tried coming up here. We got that and put that in. I'm gonna just fold this. It won't hurt it. It'll be covered up by your needle stuff, by the yarn. So that goes in there. That. There might be 3 of these out of this whole kit. You might be doing all 3 of these out of this kit because these are cute. So that's the way I'll be. I'll pick anywhere between 1 to 3. Yes. So that is the pom pom key ring, the meow pom pom key. I think they also have a bow wow one. Don't quote me on that. All right. Then we have this one, which is the Celestial Mandala Diamond Mirror. So this is a small diamond painting, and it includes everything in the kit, just like the other ones, just like the larger ones. I'm trying to get these out of here. I think I'll be able to get everything back in there. Let's go over it. Okay. So we have our basic toolkit. This is the wax. It has a green tray and a pink pen. There are no additional, you only have the single. You have a plastic tweezers. They're still a little sharp, but be careful. These are your diamonds. And if you remember when in the last video when I showed you what their diamond paintings look like, they came in individual Ziploc baggies. This is the other way that diamond paintings package. This totally failed. Okay. Hold on, I've got a sleeve up here somewhere. There it is. I've been working on spa cloth for an upcoming show, and I'm going to start making some bath poof. Okay. This is another way that these products come. They come like this in a band. And when people do videos showing the different diamonds that they got, they do what they call a railroad. And depending upon how many of these diamonds you need, you may get only one. Now this one, if we had needed 2 of them, no. And these ones have numbers on the bag. And this number underneath that number that says YJoy 614, that's for this kit. Now, if I had more of these, I'd probably have 2 or 3 bags, but I only need the one. You only need 1 bag of each one. And we'll just do the quick railroad. Flip it over. So as you can see, how many you get depends upon how many you need for the kit. And I never go back the same way twice. So, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to put that to the side. This is our mirror. This is going to be another one we'll probably do. Okay, and again, here is what it looks like. Here is how you do it. It also has a QR code for video. Now, these, if you remember from the last one, because we had the large diamond paintings, I don't recommend taking this all off. Even on something small like this, I would not take it all off. I would take, well, it depends upon if you plan on finishing it all in one setting. If you plan on finishing one side in a setting, you can take it all off, but save this because once you get done, you can just overlay it and it will protect any of the glue that might be outside of this, where you want the glue to go. And it's pretty sticky glue. So, and it's the same on the back, so you're actually doing two sides. That is the mirror. And that, well, you can see my setup. Like I said, I have to get my other camera. But it sets up, look like that. I'll have to look at that. It sets up anyway. Oh, okay. I see. There's a, see this lip here? So basically, what you do is you set your mirror like that. It sets up along that. So if you travel, this might be a good mirror if you're traveling. Okay, let's put this back in this. I like that they bubble wrap this because it is a mirror. This is heavy. It's not one of those plastic ones. This is actually heavy. So it has some heft to it. We'll put this back in its bag. Little trick. Trying to get these back in the bag. Take this, fold it under like that, and that way you don't get stuck caught in it. It doesn't hurt it. It's still reusable. But it just gets it out of the way. Like I said, I like the fact that everything is packed in its own little package. I think they could have made this bag just an eighth of an inch bigger. That's my preference. Make it on down. Okay, this I am going to fold in half and put it in there. Again, like I said, we may be doing all three of these bits in here. Now, the diamonds, I think I can fit them back in. I'd like to because that gives it a little extra protection in case one of the bags splits. Which I don't think they will, but you never know. Lately I've been watching a lot of these Lucky Scoots, and they do them for like bracelets and other things that you can find on Alibaba or um, the other shop that's really AliExpress and that. And I was thinking, why isn't there a craft one? And I'm looking at my stuff and I'm going, you know, I could do a limited time one because I have a whole bunch of kits I know I'll never get to. Um, okay, I give up on that. Just stick it back in the bag and pray. But anyways, I was thinking, why isn't there a craft one? And I was thinking about, okay, how I would do it, which would be, um, like I said, I have a lot of duplicate items and things like that. So I would do like a Lucky Scoop, but I would do the balls. You know, the little egg balls. And because I know I have some stuff that I've paid as much as $50 for. So, but I have to look into it because it could be considered gambling. And because I looked on a Reddit, uh, uh, followed a Reddit thread, and they said it's could be classified as gambling in the United States. So I'm kind of thinking, okay. Then when my folks would go to VFW or American Legion and they'd buy chances on the football game, or to win, my parents would take chances on these liquor bottles. Um, Not so much for the liquor inside, but because of the bottle, because of how. But anyways, I mean, wasn't that gambling? But I guess they had a special license. Okay, so anyways, that's the mandala mirror. And finally, remember from our last one, we had another one kind of like this. This is the sea urchin lamp. Now the other one was Lily of the Valley. This one is sea urchin. So again, you have your wooden base, your battery will go in here. I gotta remember to get some batteries in here. And like I said, you can take and just seal these, or you could paint them or stain these bases, make it even better. Warning, the sea urchins is fragile. Oh, they're real sea urchins in here? We'll find out here in a minute. Well, there might be. Okay. So again, we have our little paper telling us what it is. We have our setup. That might be a real sea urchin. You're going to need hot glue in here. They did not include a glue stick. Oh, yes, they did. Cool. All right. So let's see what's in here. Well, that's the sea urchin itself. So again, we have our nice thick acrylic dome. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups. That to the side. I'm going to do that last. In here, okay, we have, this is the little lights. As I talk about stuff, I'll put it back in here. We have our glue stick, so you need to have a glue gun, and they're cheap. I mean, you can go to Walmart and get one for $4, $3, whatever. This is our pedestal. These are little hangy beads. These dripping. Yep, they're actually hanging from the sea urchin. And then we have two shells. Now the only thing that I think I would add, we have our two shells. I don't think they're real. I think they're plastic. You could, if you could probably get some more shells if you want more. But on the base here, I would take and if you stain or shellac or whatever this, when you put that on there, I would sprinkle some sand on there. You know, you can get that fine sand. And you can do it in some different colors if you wanted to spruce it up. Okay, so there's that. Now, let's check out our sea urchin. Oh, it broke, I think. Okay. But the pieces are big enough. Maybe it did. Yeah, it did. We can glue these together. So considering how many of these kits I have gotten, this is the first time stuff has arrived broken. I think it needs to go the other way. But this is a simple fix. If you have a 3D printer or know someone who does, they can print you one. Okay, I think this goes like this. And then I have my one other piece here. So I am going to put these all back together. And these are very fragile. So despite their careful and I mean, you gotta admit, this is careful packing because they put it in bubble wrap. Then they stuck it in the dome, you know. So it's the luck of the draw. Let's put it that way. All right. So that was a sea urchin dome. And like I said, it's an easy enough fix. If you have someone who has a 3D printer and can print you one, you can do that. This I would probably glue, and I would do it on the inside. And what I would do is take tissue paper, put the glue on the tissue paper, and use it on the inside to provide a little more strength. When I do this kit, I'll show you how I do that. I'm going to put all this stuff back in here and set this stuff to the side, over on the side, because I don't want it to any more damage. Also, if I get the air. If you ever have trouble getting bag, Ziploc, especially Ziploc bag back in, crack it a little, give it a little squeeze, and then fill it up. Ta-da! It gets the air out. I'm going to put that back there. I'm going to fold this. Okay. And you can do the same thing with these. Just give them a little squish. Okay. So that is in there. We'll stick everything back in. What did I do with that? There it is. There. Yeah. Sometimes trying to stick this stuff back in there is, they pack it so well. I'm gonna do that. Okay. And again, as usual, we have two of the diamond paintings. And I gotta get busy on these because I got plans for these. Because like I said, they're very nice and that. And I want to make use of them. Once I get them done, I seal them. You can get diamond painting sealer, and that way it keeps the diamonds on. The glue is very strong, but this is just an added layer of protection, and it seals them in, and you can wipe it down with a damp cloth. So I've done this video. Oops. I gotta put this back in there. Okay, put that back in there. All right. And I will get started on, oops. I will get started on the different kits that I pull out to do. I haven't decided on in the first box. There was two of them, but I have to decide. And there's three in here. It's gonna be a lot of videos. And I gotta figure out where I hid my camera so it doesn't get. I think I know where it is. I bought a new Ford whatever it is, camera. So I will put a description or a link to my craft club in the bottom, in the description, and we'll see what's in the next one. Bye.